Hello and welcome to this week's writing prompt, suitable for anybody who likes writing, but especially for those who enjoy writing about their life. If you've not been here before, my name is Elizabeth Bezant and I am a writer and a writing coach. And today's writing prompt comes from my pack of Writing from Life autobiography trigger questions, all available from my Etsy store, the writing store, and I'll leave a link to that in the description, along with a link to my online writing courses on Skillshare. So what is this week's writing prompt? Well, you can play around a bit with this one, and I'm sure that you'll become able to come up with a variety of topics and stories to write about, because the question itself is a little bit ambiguous. And here we go. The prompt is write about a gift. Now, that gift could be something you gave. It could be something you were given. It could be a character trait that you have. It could be a character trait that somebody else has. It could be something that you felt that you were given that actually isn't particularly tangible, a non-physical gift. So there's lots of ways that you can answer this question. And like I was saying, I'm sure there are a lot of stories or topics that you could write about. Perhaps there's a Christmas present you remember you received as a child. Perhaps there's a gift that you went to a lot of effort to give and create for somebody else. Or perhaps there's a story out there about how hard it got for you to find the perfect gift, the exact gift on a Christmas list, when every shop was out of stock. I mean, let's face it, that would have been pretty tough this year if you can't order things online and there was a lockdown. Or maybe it was a gift that you made, or you created, or you put together. Or maybe, on the other hand, it was a gift you received unexpectedly. I mean, I, for one, keep thinking about, when asked this question, when I was in my early 20s, I remember I was having a really tough week. I think there were a few people out there who had behaved as I hadn't expected to, and it had thrown me a bit. And I was down at the local town, I suppose it's a town, might be a village, but the local town, and I was doing a charity stall with some other people. And I was chatting to somebody, as I am prone to do, and I mentioned that I was having a bit of a rotten week. And I couldn't persuade this guy to buy a raffle ticket or anything, or whatever it was that I was trying to promote. And eventually, after a long discussion, he wandered off. And I turned round to tidy up the leaflets on the table. And I turned back, and there he was, standing right beside me with a bunch of flowers. And by the time I'd looked down at the flowers and looked up again, he'd gone. Now, that certainly was an unexpected gift. I still don't know who the lad was who gave me the flowers. I hope that he saw my response and my delight at somebody bringing me some flowers. I think at the time he said something along the lines of, just to remind you that we're not all bad people. And that was it. But that was 35 years ago, and I still remember it. So that would definitely be a story that I should write about. But not all stories have to be like that. They could be little things. They could be words said by a family member. Because like I say, not all gifts have to be tangible, physical things. They could just be something that somebody gave you and it made you feel better. But then, of course, like I said, it could be a character trait. So what about a gift, a talented musician? What would it be like? Perhaps you're great at playing the piano. Perhaps you're great at singing. Perhaps you're great at writing. Perhaps you are great at looking after pets. Perhaps you're great at caring for people. Perhaps you know somebody who has something similar to this, a similar trait, and you've been on the receiving end of it. Like I say, it's an ambiguous question that allows for numerous answers, and I hope it inspires an anecdote or a story from your life for you to write about. As always, if you did enjoy this writing prompt, please feel free to give me the thumbs up and to subscribe. YouTube do love it when they see more people subscribing to channels. As I said earlier, this writing prompt comes from my Writing from Life autobiography trigger questions. Link in the description, along with the Skillshare link to my online courses that will currently get you 2 weeks free to watch as many Skillshare courses as you would like. And just in case you haven't had enough links, if you would like to be involved in any discussions and keep up to date with everything that's happening, don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page, Elizabeth's Writing Page. That one should be easy to remember. Well, there you go. Have fun with your writing, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.